Hello everyone, I'm Mica Manticore, and welcome back to Let's Meet Adam. We were just about to find out who the seventh man is. Everyone was kind of introducing themselves, and I probably messed up some voices from the last playthrough of this, but I don't care, let's roll with it. The metal door opens, then shuts, and out of the shadows, then illuminated by flames, steps in a seventh man. The man is dressed incredibly polished, wearing a tailored blue suit. As he walks closer to the group, he fidgets nonchalantly with his pocket square, not making any eye contact. Satisfied with the adjustment, he faces the group with a wry smile. "Good evening, gentlemen." Bart's eyes narrow at the newcomer, while Earl goes back to his cold nod. Lucky sits up in preparation to shake hands, and surprisingly, old Steve shoots right up off the couch. Steve and Lucky shake his hand, and the rest of them exchange introductions. Finally, he turns to Vince and I. "And you are?" "Adam."
"Vince." "I'm Kang. It's good to meet you all. Though, Adam, I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. I just can't place where. But my, I must say, it's good to see we have such an attractive turnout tonight."
"What do you mean?"
"Don't get ahead of yourself. Although you're quite strapping, I wasn't talking specifically about you. Sick fucking burn."
Vince's mouth curled in a way to indicate he was confused. To be honest, I was too.
"What I'm saying is the last time I was here, the group wasn't as talented."
Lucky starts to blush, and Steve seemed pleased. Earl's face had skepticism written all over it, and Bart just shook his head in disapproval. "Hey, wait, Kang, was it? You just said something really interesting a second ago."
And what's that?"
"I caught it too. You said the last time you were here. So you've had the Escape Mansion WeHo experience before?"
"This is only my second time being here, if that's what you're implying."
"It's odd is all. Demand for this place has been so high that they've never had the same person do a playthrough twice. You've beaten the odds. Must be that fine suit."
"How do you know no one's ever done a double playthrough?"
"I do my research before I attempt anything new. I think it's something any smart American would have done." "What? I also use coupons. More than half the entire country does too. It's not weird."
"So it appears I'm a special snowflake."
"Sure looks like it." Ugh, I don't know if it's just me, but Steve seems a lot more energized since Kang showed up. Well, if Kang is bothered by it, he doesn't let on at all. "So tell us more about your first experience here." "Hey, I don't know if I want to hear any spoilers."
"True, this is a bad idea." Boys, don't you know anything? They change the puzzles here all the time. Weekly. I've even heard rumors they change them out daily. So it really doesn't matter if I divulge anything to you or not. Nor does it matter to me one bit if you care to listen. Or not."
"Go ahead, I need to hear this." "Steve?" Steve shoots me a sharp look telling me to shut up. I just sighed and gave up.
"I mean, what do you want to hear? Sure, every room is gorgeous, there are puzzles galore and the usual keypad on doors. However, the true brilliance of this particular escape room experience is not only the inventiveness of the puzzles, it's the perfectly handcrafted and customized scenario they tailor just for your group. Like Cinderella's glass slipper, only one size only fits the one." There's a brief pause until Kang points to a dark corner of the library. He seems dumbfounded. "Why aren't any of you drinking when there's perfectly good scotch on that console table over there?" They all turn to look where he's pointing to, and finally notice a large glass decanter filled with scotch on a silver tray. There are also 9 glasses provided. "Whoa, I never noticed those there. Is the booze for us? Can we drink that?" "Well, we certainly did, on my first run, that is. Come on, I say we help ourselves. Would you mind if I gave you one, Adam?"
"Sure. Let's get this party started." What? Man, I love this place already.
Well, that's the spirit. Well, not spirits, thankfully. Just good old-fashioned scotch. I love a good aged drink.
Kang, Bart, Earl, Lucky, and Vince head over to pour themselves a glass. They cheers, and the sound of chinking glass echoes throughout the library. As they return, Kang confidently brings over the entire decanter on the tray along with the remaining glasses. "So tonight has taken a strange turn, huh?" "Yeah, I didn't think alcohol was the reason this was 21 and over." "Think we should break it to the kid that he's not old enough to drink yet?" "Oh, come on. Lucky is at least over 21. I mean, those Asian genes, you just never know." Steve nudges my shoulder with his fist playfully. Maybe he's not that bad after all. I look over and see Lucky talking a mile a minute at Kang, who looks completely unamused. Vince is over there trying to socialize with Earl and Bart, and surprisingly, it looks like it's not a train wreck. I say we ought to stick with Kang tonight, since he's the only one who's done this before.
Duh.
The sound of the door opening again so soon made me jump. Apparently I wasn't the only one, since Lucky stopped rambling and I heard him yelp in surprise like a puppy. Kang took the opportunity to look our way, but behind me and at the new guest. He looked satisfied, like a fox in a henhouse. Nice, this place probably doesn't suck after all. Holy shit, it's the dude from the car! With the very well-drawn phallus! I instantly shot a look at Vince to make sure I wasn't tripping out, but he didn't look surprised. I guess he didn't get a good look at him in the parking lot like I did. Pretty sweet setup. The guy walks right for me. What's up? I'm Pierce. I'm Adam. Good to see you made it in after all, I say with a smirk. Well, alright then. I couldn't tell if he got what I was implying, but whatever, he seemed pleased. I turned to face everyone and make a hand motion to introduce him. Pierce, everyone, Pierce. Yo.
That's no way to do an introduction, Adam.
Kang looks down at Pierce's hands.
I suppose I don't mind shaking a gloved hand. I'm Kang, nice to meet you. But why are you wearing those gloves? What?
Oh, I guess I forgot to move them. Rewind. Oh, I guess I forgot to remove them. Just came from the gym. I should probably take them off. Aw, crap, these shorts don't have pockets.
Quite the dilemma you have there.
Huh, what? Pierce is fumbling with his shorts as if he may have a pocket somewhere if he checked harder. Yeah, whatever. So, Ken, what are all you guys talking about?
It's Kang. Lucky and I were discussing that painting.
Sorry, man, I'm terrible with names. You'll just have to get used to it. So, Adam, would you call that art? His question was oozing sarcasm as he winks at me. Well, it is, even if you, me, or everyone else here hates it. It's definitely not something I'd put up in my living room. For sure, it's ugly and fucked up.
I quite like it. Actually, I was just telling Lucky I believe the title of it is Saturn Devouring His Son. It's by a Spanish artist named Goya, if I'm correct. They say he went mad either before or shortly after it was painted. Anyhow, Saturn was afraid that his children, the Titans, would one day surpass him, so he ate them to ensure it would never happen.
Smart man. Whoa, I think it's the first time I've seen Bart smile all night.
Looks like I'm not the only one around here with a dark sense of humor. I like it.
Welcome, Pierce. I'm Bart.
I've been meaning to ask. Bart as in Bartholomew?
Nope, Bart for Barton. Well, nice to meet you, Bart, and nice shirt, man. I'm digging the clothes. You look good, man. Right. So what are we all standing around here waiting for? How does this work?
Listen, I've done escape rooms before. Normally they have you store your items and give you a rundown of the rules. Next they send you in, sometimes blindfolded, and if you escape or not is all down to you. It appears they do it a little differently at Escape Mansion WeHo. During my previous visit here, an announcement over a PA was made once everyone had arrived.
So this is it? This is all of us? I don't think so. How do you know that? Just a hunch. Take a look at the Scotch glasses. There are 9. Right now there are only 8 of us here.
What an interestingly small detail to have caught. Bravo.
Speaking of Scotch, I'm going to help myself to another.
Now that is a prime idea. Pierce, would you like a glass?
Nah, man, I'm only allowed to drink vodka, no calories.
You look fantastic. 1 glass isn't going to kill you, but I'll leave you be.
Bart and Kang both excuse themselves to join the others in 1 more glass before the final guest arrives. Pierce smiles slyly, walks past Adam, careful to brush himself against his shoulder before settling beside him, but facing the entire assembly. Hey, hey! Pierce's commotion causes everyone to look at the pair of you. Some with wondering eyes, some others with eyes of annoyance. I thought of something. So if we're only waiting for 1 more person, isn't it kind of weird how this is a total sausage party? Murmuring starts to fill the vastness of the library as everyone starts to look around at each other, eyes darting from face to face.
Well, to be honest, I had noticed it, but I didn't really think it was a huge deal until just now.
Yeah, and is everyone here gay too? We're all gay, right? I mean, obviously Bowtie over there is, but what about the rest of you? Pierce had nodded at Kang, to which both the comment and the motion caused Earl to shoot a venomous glare. Kang continued sipping on his scotch with a smile, completely unperturbed by Pierce's insinuation. Well, I mean, I'm gay, yes. So am I, so what's your point? Alright, this might be faster. Raise your hand if you aren't gay. No one raised their hand. I can't help but feel this is fucking weird.
Well, this is WeHo.
Yeah, it makes sense that nearly everyone in the area signed up for this. It's right in our backyard. So does that mean it's just a coincidence? Well, I don't know about you assholes, but all I know is I want to drink before the next queen gets here. As Pierce goes to grab a glass, I start to wonder if something's off.
Hey, Adam. I guess he's not as dumb as he sounds, or looks.
He's a gym rat. He's not supposed to be bright, just hot, and I think he's doing a great job at it. Earl, with a half smile, rolls his eyes but continues.
Anyways, so what do you think? Do you think he's onto something?
I'm not sure.
I know. I can't quite make up my mind about it either.
Well, even if it wasn't a coincidence and they didn't choose us at random, is that a bad thing?
Maybe in some weird way it's part of our scenario, like Kang was saying. They have some custom experience in mind.
How would being gay help or affect our scenario? They looked to each other for answers, but their expressions of confusion clearly showed that everyone was drawing a blank.
It just doesn't make sense. That's why I say coincidence.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just whatever.
For all we know, the next contestant could be the prettiest girl in the world, and probably the most disappointed.
No one would ever be disappointed seeing me! Ha ha!
You need help. I agree. Rocky childhood, this one. More like privileged.
Dude, you're supposed to be my bro. Why are you backing this stranger? Well, we're not really strangers anymore, are we? Not completely, I guess. Although we should probably mingle and grab some more of that scotch before those jerks finish it all.
Best line I've heard out of you all night. Let's do it.
I don't mind having a bit more.
Uh-oh, here we go.
We went to join the others, chatting it up around the fireplace. It was still awkward as you saw people feeling each other out, trying to figure out who they got along with and who they can't stand already. I'm sure it's mainly the fact that we're strangers, but I think it's also because we're all very different. At least it wasn't as tense as when Vince and I first got here. I just hope people start to lighten up so we actually work together and make it out of here in time.
Is someone knocking?
As the knocking was followed by the screech of the metal on metal, everyone in the library turned with bated breath to see who would complete their assembly. Some out of sheer curiosity and others in relief that finally the game was about to begin. No fucking way!
Sorry everyone. I know I'm not late, but I hope you weren't all waiting on me.
I don't think anyone in the room could speak. You could hear a pin drop. I'm surprised Jaws didn't. Holy shit, you're Lars Bronson! That's right. I don't remember what voice I gave him last time. God, what was it?
You'll never guess how difficult it was to get in here.
No, I mean, just shh. I closed my eyes and put my finger to my mouth, barely able to compose myself. Alright, please carry on. Lars shakes his head with confused amusement. A handsome smile grows on his face. I can't believe you're here. Guys, Lars Bronson is here. I couldn't believe Lars Bronson was actually seriously in the room with us all. This guy's an A-list actor. I looked around and everyone had a mixture of shock, excitement, and joy plastered all over their faces. Even Vince was noticeably ruffled. Lucky cheered all of a sudden, which prompted me to start clapping. Most of the other guys followed suit. I even think I heard Pierce whistling loudly. Awesome, just fucking awesome. Please, please, no, just Lars for tonight. No Mr., no Bronson, just Lars. I'd really appreciate it. But thank you all for your very kind greeting. It really does mean a lot to me. Thank you. Lars is the latest Scandinavian import to become one of Hollywood's leading men and an undeniable A-list actor. He mainly does thriller and superhero movies, but he's able to show incredible range when put in dramatic roles. Vince and I both love him and his work. He's also just an awesome guy. No drama, no bullshit, really into humanitarian work, and very down to earth for someone of his status. I really look up to him. And fuck, he's hot as hell, but he's still just a really good dude. Like, there's no way you could dislike or be jealous of this guy. The crazy thing is he came out as gay about 2 months ago to the joy of men everywhere. But I was honestly scared for him. I mean, sure, it's getting more progressive nowadays, but a gay leading man actor? I was sure he would start to see his number of roles diminish after his public statement to the press. It was a fucking miracle. Hollywood, no. The world didn't seem to care and embraced him with open arms and rallied around his courage. In fact, he still gets major roles as a leading man playing it straight opposite other powerhouse A-list actresses. He's really paving the way for guys like me and Vince. Man, I admire him. And he's been single since he came out. I've got to get his business card or a number off him somehow before all these thirsty jerk-offs beat me to him. Anyways, all I was saying was Escape mentioned we wouldn't allow my bodyguards in. So instead I drove here by myself, incognito with a giant black pullover hood over my head, wearing black sunglasses at night. Also, I wouldn't be embarrassed or harassed trying to get here by over-enthusiastic people like you. Lars grabs my shoulder and squeezes. He lets out a hearty laugh, clearly happy with his joke. I'm probably butchering the shit out of a Scandinavian accent, but fuck it. I can't pause it to look up an actual accent. No, I'm just kidding, obviously. Adam, nice to meet you, Lars. And it's very good to meet you too, Adam. Lars looks to the rest of the group who appear to be paralyzed. Well, come on now, don't make me feel like the elephant in the room. What are all your names? Let's make a good team tonight, yeah? I'm seriously losing my shit that you're here. I'm Pierce, by the way. Pierce strides over and tries to give Lars an overly strong handshake so his biceps would flex. He finishes off with a wink. However, Lars just smiles politely but warmly and gives him a firm handshake back. Very good to meet you, Pierce. I am losing my shit too. Both men laugh as Pierce stumbles away, slapping his thigh. Man, you're great. Oh, brother. Bart rolls his eyes, but this time with an amused smile lurking on his face. Lars, my name is Kang. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you. Same here. Same here. Whatever. Would it be strange if I asked you for a hug? Sure, of course, why not? Kang tightly wraps his arms around Lars's neck. You smell incredible, by the way, Kang says as he finally pulls away. Haha, thank you. I'm simply mad about his aftershave. Oh my god, Mr. Bronson, it's so surreal you're here. I wish we could take a selfie, but they took our phones. Maybe after. And just call me Lars, remember? And you are? Oh, Lucky. I mean, my name is Lucky. You probably thought I meant that I was lucky you were here, but I didn't. Not that I'm not lucky. I mean, we all are. Except I'm the only one that's actually named Lucky. Oh, no, I'm rambling, aren't I? I'm so embarrassed. Don't be. You're already my favorite person here. I promise we'll take a selfie once we're done here, and we'll post it to Nowgram. How's that, Lucky? Really? That would be the best. Thank you. Lars? You're very welcome. Vince walks over seemingly confident, but ends up shaking Lars' hand for what feels like minutes. Your name? Oh, Vince. Hi. Hello, Vince. Nice to meet you. You too. Oh god, Vince, I just facepalmed. I never thought I'd be the type to get starstruck, but it's just so awesome that you're here. I'm Earl. Sorry about everyone mauling you, by the way. They're harmless, mostly, I think. Anyhow, it's good to meet you. Wow, I guess when Earl lets his guard down, he's actually kind of friendly. It's a pleasure, Earl. I love that bolo tie you're wearing. Are you a stylist by any chance? Oh, this? Thank you, but no, I'm not a stylist, but I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. It looks great. I'll have to try one out to see if I can pull it off. My friends are not going to believe this. That aside, my name's Steve. Lars, good to meet you. Steve seemed the least impressed and kept it short. In fact, it could be just me, but he seemed a little agitated. Glad to see I'm no longer the biggest guy here. What are you, like, 6'4"? 6'5", actually. Incredible. I'm Bart. It's good to meet a fellow activist like yourself. Teach these kids to give back to the community they claim to support so much. Oh, I wouldn't go so far as saying I'm an activist, but I do want to ensure I use my fame to help. The two giants firmly shake mighty hands. I'm a butcher at the local WeHo market, but I'm also director of the LGBYT chapter at the local community center. Why? What? Is that... I've never heard of LGBYT. Is that a typo, I wonder? You should stop by the center sometime. Your story could help out a lot of our kids. I'm honored, Bart. Let's definitely discuss this after the escape room. Does that sound fair? You're a good one. Huh? Why is Bart looking at me that way? And I know you'll be a huge factor in helping us all escape tonight. I wouldn't count on it. You'll all probably escape without me. Well, with introductions out of the way, I'd like to take a good look at this place. Everyone gives them space to walk, like when a drop of soap falls into a sink filled with oily water. Amazing, I feel like I'm in a movie. This library feels like it was dressed by a professional set designer. And with that, everyone broke off into small groups. And I'll find out next time. Thank you so much for watching. This was Let's Meet Adam episode 2. If you haven't already subscribed to me, please do so. I would appreciate that very much. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Mica_Manticore. I'll be posting just random stuff here and there. I rarely use my Instagram, but I'd like to start using it more. Check out the other stuff I've done. If you have any suggestions for games or anything you'd want me to play, let me know in the comments or send me a message on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll do my best to play the game at my earliest convenience. And thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!